Hello YouTube, another vlog, whatever you want to call it. I'm working on my dad's car today. The track control wiring got jerked out of one of the hubs, and I gotta replace the whole hub. Which the hub, me and my mom, before she passed away last year, we got both sides for the car. This is a 2001 Oldsmobile Intrigue. Some may be different, some may not, but I'm having to take, I'm gonna have to take, see if I can see this. I gotta take this thing off, plus the bracket that's holding it on there. I gotta take that nut right there out of there. And I want to tell you first, do it. Break this loose while the car is on the, while you got the wheels on the ground, because you try to do it with your own jack stands, you're going to regret that, because the car will move. If you don't got the emergency brake set, or you didn't get the wheels blocked, it probably will move. But I suggest just doing it before you jack it up and start working on it. Just take that nut loose. What happened is that wire right here got jerked out. It's in here somewhere. It's supposed to have been hanging right here, but it got jerked out, and you see the wire. This thing's been dragging because they keep driving it, but the plug, I can unplug that and get that fixed. But this don't look good. I don't like the way that looks. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. But you don't have to take all this loose, or you may have to take that loose, the like a pitman arm or something, I can't remember. Supposedly a mechanic, and I can't remember that, but I know what it does. I know. I'm just having a brain for it. Anyway, I got to take the caliper off and the bracket, and all I got to do is take this. The reason I'm taking this off, where I can move this around without having to get in the car and turn the wheel, because I don't want the wheels turning while I got that setting up on the jack stand. Right now I got the jack sitting there, but if it drops, I got something else to hold it. No, you don't have to take the whole shebang out. I mean, this is going to come out just in all one, it comes out in a piece. But I don't got editing software, so I might have to do a part 2 to this. Maybe I could splice it in. I have no idea. I don't know how to do this. I'm new at this YouTube stuff. So I got my ratchet up here. I'm trying to figure out. I forgot which way to turn it. Ratchet. I don't know if it's up or down. I can't remember. I think it's up, but I'll figure it out here in a minute. Because there ain't a lot of room to work in a wheel well, but I don't want to hurt my hand, and I got the tools to do it. If you see my Craftsman tool set, they're good tools for a beginner mechanic, which I'm not a beginner, but I got so tired of not having tools over the years, so I bought me a mechanic's tool set. It ain't got all the big, it don't got a lot of big sockets in it, but it'll do for what I do. I took a whole transmission out of my Dodge, and if there's any Dodge haters out there, it's not because it was a Dodge, it's because I mistreated it, and I was out there doing donuts and taking it mud riding and everything. That's how it messed up. I wasn't taking care of it, so I put another transmission in there. It's doing great. It's just having a problem with it shifting between either, I think, 45 or the 55. When the truck gets nice and warm, and it'll start shifting like it's supposed to, no problem. But it's something like, if you shut it off and let it sit for a little while, it'll start it all over. I think I might know what it is. I just don't want to go replacing it thinking, you know, that might be it, because it might not be. So anyway, there's going to be a part 2 to this. Sorry I'm dragging here. Maybe I'll get better over time at this. Just remember your axle nut. Do it while the car is on the ground. because that nut is not easy to get off in the air. I wouldn't suggest it. The safest way would be to break it loose. Do not take it off. Do not take the nut off. Just get it broke loose enough where you know you can take it off, or you could use an impact to take it off. Now, putting it back on, yeah, you can use an impact to drive it up there, but get you a breakover bar and tighten it as tight as you can possibly get it without breaking the nut or stripping the threads. Now, what I did last time is I put thread locker on it. Some people suggest putting high strength thread locker. I put medium on there just in case I have to do stuff like this. This car has got a lot of miles on it, and it's pretty old because it's a 2001. So you don't want to put you don't want to put high strength on something you're gonna eventually you think you're probably gonna work on, but it's all up to you how you want to do it. But I use medium, but the guy over at AutoZone gave me high strength. So I talked to my dad about that because I wanted to know if, you know, I should use it, and he told me, yeah, it ain't gonna hurt none. But anyway, there's gonna be a part 2 once I get this hub assembly, not hub assembly, once I get the drum off, the caliper and this bracket off. I'm gonna start recording again and showing you where the bolts are to take the whole hub assembly off. I wish I had something to set the camera up on where I could show you how to do this, but I didn't get it. I'm gonna buy me a camera one day. I don't want to waste money if this ain't gonna go nowhere. And I'm not bashing viewers or anything. It's just you want to see if it goes anywhere before you start spending money on something, because if you spend money on it and it don't go nowhere, you just wasted money. But hopefully this does go somewhere. Anyway, if y'all hadn't subscribed, subscribe. If you like the video, hit the like button. I'm hoping that this will probably help somebody that's got a car like this. If the track control light comes on, it could be the wiring. Get up under your car, check the wiring, make sure it don't look like this. If it's ripped out, then you got to replace the whole hub. There's no rewiring. They don't suggest, from what I read online, they don't suggest that at all because it don't work out very well. And you got to think too, it's a tight fit in between there, really tight fit. So it's crappy the way Oldsmobile did this crap, or I think GM or some, I can't remember who makes these cars. I think it's GM or Chevrolet, I can't remember. But you're gonna have to replace the whole hub, and them hubs are probably I priced this hub's about $88 and something. That's with the 1-year warranty. That's at O'Reilly's. This one that I got on here now, it's got 2-year warranty. So anyway, let me get this all taken off, and I'll see if this phone will hold pause. I doubt it will. Alright, I got all of it off. There's 2 bolts you got to take out of here. That would be these right here. This bolt right here. Them 2 holes right there, they go behind that. That's what holds this whole bracket on. It goes right there. So you got to break those loose. And if you can see behind here, there's a bolt there, a bolt down here, and a bolt over there. Now all you got to do is get this nut off, push that back, and you should be able to get to the nuts back there. But there's an easier way to do this without having to take the whole daggone this thing off right here. I did it yesterday on the other side because the other side ripped off the wiring, and they're known because of this stupid, oh, there's the wires right there. I thought they were all inside. Now there's your wiring right there. It's supposed to be hooked to that thing right there, but it's known to pull off of it. I don't know why, it's just the way these things are made. So anyway, that's how you do that. Just take that off and try to push your axle back as far as you can, and get the nuts, get the bolts out, and it should pop right off. I'll see if I can pause this again to do this off and to take this off. It's going to take a while, so I'm surprised my phone stayed on pause like it did. So let me get this off and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, I got the hub off. This is what it's going to look like. I had to get inside and turn the steering wheel because that nut won't break loose. So they had to make it harder on me. So these are the nuts you got to break off the hub, and they're right in the very back here. If you have the same car I do, it would be, them bolts behind there would be a 13 millimeter. As far as the rest, I think they're all, the rest of it's, if I can find my other socket. I know it ain't this one, because this one I was just using to turn the wheel on the car. Wow. I like how things just disappear. Oh, here it is. I put it over there. It's gonna be I don't know, it can't be a 13 for all of them. Can it be? No, I think it's a 15. Yeah, it's a 15. 15 for about everything else. If y'all can see that. Right there. It's a 15, believe me. Now I'll show you what I was talking about with the hub. Now on the hub, let's see if I can pick this up. This is what it looks like. Okay, the wiring's inside, so you got to replace this whole thing, and that way you can get a new wire. Now you're probably going to ask me, why don't you just splice it together? It's unsafe, and I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it right. These things do cost a lot, I know, but in the end, you won't have to keep doing this. There's a reason why these rip out, and I can't figure it out. Other people just said these cars are known for that, but if your track control light comes on, just look up under your car, turn the wheel as sharp as you can, because it'll be on the outside, this side, towards your driver's door. Just turn your wheel that way, and you should see a wire like this going up to here like that. It should be somewhere like up there. If I can get it somewhere up in here. If it's hanging down like this one was, you got to replace it, the hub, because of the wiring. It is bull crap, I know. I wish they would have made this a lot better than they did, but you know, these car places, they just love to make money off of you. When they make the cars, they make them where they could get to the stuff when they go to put it in the car. But as far as the mechanics, that's not easy. Because you realize that when they put these cars together, they have everything out. They can get to everything. But sometimes it makes me wonder. I think they may have the whole frame off the car, the whole section of the car off, then set the motor down and all that, and then they set the frame or the whole kit and caboodle down. So I got to run up to, AutoZone, get the other hub. They better ordered it, because yesterday I was doing the right side, and I told this girl over at AutoZone to order the hub for the left side, because I knew it was messed up, because I seen the wire hanging down, and I looked up under there and it done ripped it loose. So anyway, that's what I got to do. For the ball joints on this car, they're riveted in. I just noticed that they make more and more stuff complicated. Somebody's told me you could drill them out and just put bolts in them. You got to know what you're doing first. Anyway, that's how you do it. That's how you take the hub off. That's what it's going to look like. It's you could just wrap that wire up. It ain't going to hurt nothing. It's just the light's going to stay on. The track control light's going to stay on, or the engine light. I think the track control light. But right now we got 2 engine lights on in this car. It's something to do with the fuel system, but the car's running good. I'm trying to figure that one out, and the air conditioner decided it wanted to shut off or not work anymore, and the pump's kicking on and it's not cooling. So I'm thinking it's got air all in the system, just the Freon leaked all out. So I got to go rent a machine to pull all that out and try again, which I'm scared to do that because I'm not an AC specialist to work on them. I'm afraid I'm gonna mess up because I don't know much about it. That's one thing. If I go and work on it, I could do something wrong and it'd blow the whole system, and we have to replace the condenser and all the lines, and I don't want to do that. So I might have somebody. I was looking at a line. I thought it was broke. I was gonna have somebody look at it. So anyway, I got to get this thing up to AutoZone and put this thing back on, and hopefully that tracking light will go out in there. Anyway, y'all take it easy. If y'all, like I said, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, hit that like button. Anyway, take it easy. Peace.